Good evening, everybody. I'm Steve Witterhack, and welcome to Reedsville High School, and the site of a Division III, Division VII Level 3 football game tonight as the Randolph Rockets made it to Level 3 football, and they haven't been this far in the tournament since 2012 when they made it to the fourth level, a game to get to state, and they did it back in 2010 also. We got that from the local Randolph historians that filled me in on that information. But Randolph Rockets, coached by Tom Chase, 9-2 on the season, second place in the Trailways Conference. Johnson Creek undefeated in conference play, but a great season going on for the Randolph Rockets and taking out a team that won state just a couple years ago, and that is the Reedsville Panthers. And they've got a beautiful facility here. They got the woods right across the way, got a beautiful backdrop. The field is nice and marked professionally out there. It's just kind of a nice little place to have a football game. And I've never been here before. I know Randolph has played Reedsville in basketball a couple years ago, and they were on their way to the state championship that year just a few seasons ago, and I did not do that basketball game. But here I am in Reedsville for the first time. Jeff Sauer doing the video streaming and taking on, like I said, Reedsville undefeated on the season. They're ranked fourth in the state in Division VII. And should be a pretty good battle here between these two teams. Randolph playing their best football, according to Coach Tom Chase, and I had a chance to talk to him. We'll have that interview coming up in a little bit, but he says they're doing their best football right now this season, and just a great cohesiveness with the squad. They really are there for each other. Nobody's just kind of a hot dog out there trying to do their own thing. They're all there doing what they have to do as a team to get to where they're at right now. And they've got a pretty tough task taking on Reedsville out of the Big East Conference, where they are 11-0, 7-0 in conference play, and they finished ahead of Cedar Grove, Belgium, and Oostburg and Random Lake are some of the other teams from their conference. But, yeah, we're up here a ways. We had to go through Chilton on 151 and took a left on Highway W, and I've never been up here before. And Jeff gave me a little tour of what's this town just south of here, Jeff?
Collins.
Yeah, Collins. I've never been to Collins. I've never been to Reedsville, so I'm broadening my horizons here for a football game here tonight, but looking forward to it. It's been fun covering Randolph this entire season. Tom has been very approachable for interviews, and it's really a game to do that, and we use those interviews during our weekly sportscasts and stuff, so it's been a real good relationship with us and with Tom and his football team out there, and they've been very good interviews. It's amazing how good the young people are when we interview them after the game. But again, Randolph getting here with a win over Oshkosh Lords last week, 43-13, and Reedsville taking on a Trailways team, and they shut out Cambria Friesland 35-0 in that ball game. I had that interview with Tom Chase. We're going to take a little break and come back and have that interview that I had with Tom Chase just a few days ago. And then we're going to come back and talk about their football games that got them to this point. So stick around. This is Randolph Rocket Playoff Football on our
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all four of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Home and Family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat Zero-Turn Mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life. all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. We believe in a holistic approach, combining cutting-edge therapies and lifestyle changes that can slow down, stop, or even reverse the progression of your disease to help you live your life to the fullest. Don't let peripheral neuropathy hold you back. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call New Medical Center today at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899, because you deserve to live without pain.
Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters, Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner Didman, are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients. And Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191 or visit them at their new facility at 130 Progress Drive in Randolph. Randolph Family Dental is a proud supporter of Randolph sports.
The Randolph Booster Club would like to say congratulations, Randolph, on a great season. They'd like to wish the Rockets best of luck in today's playoff game. Since its inception, the Randolph Booster Club has raised more than $250,000 from organized events and donations from members, all which have made their way back to the community for youth athletics. The Randolph Booster Club. Good luck, Rockets, in your game today.
Every piece of land has a story. The Upshaw's right there's with a John Deere 1 Series tractor they call Penny.
When your project comes up, you have to just jump in and figure out what is it going to take.
From front loader to backhoe, the Upshaws have the tools to DIY all day long. Run with us on a 1 Series tractor and start telling your story today.
Stop in today at Ballweg Implement, your full-line John Deere dealer. Highway 68 Waupun and Ballweg Turf and Leisure North Spring Street, Beaver Dam. Or online at ballweg.biz.
When the temps start to fall, make sure your furnace isn't going to fail. Furnace maintenance from All Phase guarantees that you and your family are ready for all phases of winter. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Invest in a maintenance program that will help your unit run more efficiently, lower your heating bills, and heat more reliably. Ask us about energy-efficient tax credits up to $3,200. Call 920-763-2301. Log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Welcome back to more of our pregame show. I'm Steve Winterhack, and again, we're at Reedsville. Never been here before, never called a game with a team from Reedsville in any sports, but here we are, ready to bring you some football tonight. It's the Randolph Rockets taking on Reedsville in a Level 3 Division 7 football game, and on the line with me right now, I've got the head coach of the Randolph Rockets, Tom Chase. Tom, how you doing?
Doing great. Just surviving each day with the weather and having great practices.
That's good. That's the main thing right now. But I tell you, I'm so impressed with the team, and I've been calling your games from your first couple of games all the way through now, about half your games you've had this season. And I like what I see from your team. An impressive victory over Lords last week. But it's not just the offense, but I interviewed like 4 guys from your defense after that game that night, and man, I just love what they were saying, the unity of the team and how hard they like to play. And I think you guys are playing your best football right now.
Yeah, I would agree. I think we probably had our best defensive game last week. Kids are flying around to the football and making sure they're in proper position and doing what they were supposed to do. Our assignment ratio has gone up tremendously on defense this year as the year has gone on. So that's been a good thing. So we're pretty sound there. Hopefully we can stay that way this week, and hopefully we can score a few points, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty unified group when I talk to them. It's pretty much a common theme. They're not just out there for themselves, but they're a very cohesive group, and they're out there for each other, and they're battling together, and they see it as they're supposed to. This is a team game. We're in this battle together, and that's just the common theme I hear out of every interview I have from your guys.
Yeah, it's something that's a pretty big deal out there is that when somebody gets recognized for doing something well, how do you feel about your teammates? Do you feel good about them, or do you feel that jealousy in there? And I haven't seen that jealousy at all. And in other teams that I've coached throughout the 30-some years, that monster kind of creeps in once in a while. This has not been there at all this year. The kids really like each other. They play for each other. They're really just a fun group to coach.
I was kind of looking at the team you're going to be playing with, Reedsville. Not familiar with them at all. They are the number 1 seed, but it sounds like there's one guy you got to stop out there, their quarterback, that throws for about almost 80 yards a game, and he has a rush for almost 1,900 yards and runs about 188 yards per game. Parker Maney looks like kind of a beast out there that you got to figure out.
Yeah, he's a very talented young man. Obviously, he's rushed for almost 1,900 yards. You're right, he missed the first level of playoffs. He was out with an injury, but he looks really good on the film that we have. They do a lot of different things to get him the ball and to get him in position to score. They have a couple other athletes that are really good as well. So we'll have our hands full on Friday night trying to stop those guys. They are very, very good. They're very talented, and hopefully we'll be up to the task.
I also see they look pretty stingy on defense. They don't give up a lot of points. A few games they got up in the teens with their opponents, but most games they have not given up a lot of points. So what do you know about their defense?
Defense is solid. They're very good. They're physical. They got a couple of big kids up front that are really good. Linebackers are very active. Their defensive ends are very, very good as well. So, like I said, we're going to have to work to get our whatever we can to try to figure out some things to try to move the football. It's going to be a real key for us to be able to move the football consistently and then to hopefully finish the drives with a score. That's going to be key to the game.
Health-wise, you guys looking good coming into this game?
Yeah, we got our nicks and bruises like everybody has at this point, but for the most part, we're in pretty good shape right now. The kids are feeling pretty good, and as we get towards the end of each week, they get a little more healthy from all the dings and bruises from the Friday before. So each day we get a little bit stronger, a little bit better, and things are going in the right direction. So we're pretty good right now health-wise.
Well, Tom, we're having a blast calling the games for you guys. I love the guys on the team. They're so easy to talk to, and I just love their whole team concept. But looking forward to the game tonight against Reedsville, and good luck.
Thank you so much. We appreciate the coverage, and like I said, our kids are great kids. They love to play the game of football, and it's been just a pleasure to coach them. And I know they're going to do a great job representing our school and the community.
Okay, Tom Chase, head coach of the Randolph Rockets, joining us on the pregame show. Back with more of that coming your way in just a few minutes on RP Sports.
The Boathouse Pub and Eatery on the shores of Fox Lake serves lunch and supper with the best view of Fox Lake. Their menu gives you many delicious options like burgers, pizza, nachos, chicken, sandwiches, wraps, and so much more. The Boathouse has great specials Monday through Saturday, including all-you-can-eat chicken wings, all-you-can-eat spaghetti, burgers and fries, tacos, and of course their amazing fish fry. Bring your friends or make new ones at the Boathouse Pub and Eatery on Chief Kuno Trail, Fox Lake. Visit Ace in the Hole in Randolph to experience a warm atmosphere for a round of golf. They have 2 true golf simulators. Or do you prefer another sport? Test your hitting skills with Rally Baseball. Also enjoy slapshot hockey, breakaway soccer, foot golf, disc golf, bowling, zombie dodgeball, or have a Wild West shootout. Ace in the Hole offers a controlled environment to enjoy your favorite sports all year round. Visit their website to set up a tee time at acegolfsims.com. That's acegolfsims.com. Or call Jeff at 608-516-6067.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Marshview Veterinary Clinic is a proud supporter of the student-athletes of the Randolph Rockets. The team at Marshview is happily accepting new patients for wellness and surgery. We're also pleased to offer emergency and urgent care services for pets throughout the community. Dr. Jeff Hookstead, Dr. Jackie McIntyre, Dr. Colby McIntyre, and the friendly staff at Marshview look forward to seeing you and your four-legged companions. Go Rockets!
Roberts Brothers Painting of Randolph is a proud supporter of Randolph Rockets athletics. Family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts Brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right, no matter your painting needs. Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts Brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs. File Supper Club invites you to gather your friends and celebrate Oktoberfest with them every Saturday through November 4th. They lay out a table of all-you-can-eat German comfort food like schnitzel, stuffed cabbage rolls, goulash, potato pancakes, hearty rye rolls, and more. Don't forget File's 15-foot salad bar. Also, be sure to sample their Oktoberfest beverages. Reserve your table ahead of time by calling 920-326-5544. It's an Oktoberfest celebration each Saturday through November 4th at File Supper Club, south of Randolph, on Highway 73.
Every piece of land has a story. The Upshaw's right theirs with a John Deere 1 Series tractor they call Penny.
When your project comes up, you have to just jump in and figure out what is it going to take.
From front loader to backhoe, the Upshaws have the tools to DIY all day long. Run with us on a 1 Series tractor and start telling your story today.
Stop in today at Ballweg Implement, your full-line John Deere dealer. Highway 68 Waupun and Ballweg Turf and Leisure North Spring Street, Beaver Dam. Or online at ballweg.biz.
We are back at Reedsville High School. I'm Steve Winterhack again. This is Level 3 Division 7 football. The Randolph Rockets taking on the Panthers of Reedsville. Perfect night for football tonight. You need a winter coat on a little bit. It's got my vest and my long underwear shirt, and I'm ready to bring you some football tonight. So a very comfortable night to call some football. And, again, gets exciting when you get to this time of the season. You've got the Reedsville team that's ranked number 4 in the state in Division 7, taking on 9-2 Randolph. They're not ranked. There's all the teams that are left, the 8 teams that are left, only 2 unranked teams, and Randolph is one of them. And the other half of this sectional, let me just kind of go out of the screen here for a second, has Potosi Cassville hosting Blackhawk Warren, Illinois. We've been there before. I've been down there to call a game, but those are ranked teams too. So Randolph, one of the only 2 non-ranked teams that made it now this far into level 3 of football action. Just taking a look at what Randolph did last week, they knocked off a team that played them a close game the first time they played out of their conference. They knocked off Oshkosh Lords 43-13. Carter Meredith 1-for-1 passing for -4 yards. But I had to put that in there. They did throw the ball one time last week. 23 carries for Carter for 150 yards, 3 touchdowns. Ben Paul is a beast again, the workhorse of the team. 27 carries, 155 yards, 3 touchdowns. Also 7 tackles, always one of the leaders in that category. Nick Kutzma was 7 carries, 55 yards, and also Jonathan Elva, he had 9 tackles. He's, again, just a real physical player out there. He filled a gap in the line against Lords last week, and that kid had a pretty good head of steam, but he stopped and immediately went the other way because Big John had him and pushed him back and stopped him right in his tracks. Jacob Kyle also with 8 tackles and a sack in that ball game, and Jared Bowaldo with 7 tackles in that game, and Randolph rushed for 370 yards. And, of course, the -4 for passing in the game. And taking a look at Reedsville, they took on a team from the Trailways. That's Cambria Friesen, your Randolph's main competition in conference, and they beat them 35-0. And the guy we're going to hear a lot about tonight, the guy that's the workhorse for them, both passing the ball and running the ball, is Parker Maney. He was 2 for 4 in that game for 37 yards, but he had 22 carries for 186 yards and 4 touchdowns. So he's a stud out there. He's the guy you got to somehow figure out a way to stop. They've got some very quick linemen that they have out there. The tackles are very strong for them, too, so they've got guys to open up some gaps for them. Adler Stren at 15 carries. He's going to get the ball once in a while for 66 yards and a touchdown. He also had 12 tackles in the ball game. And Cam Doracek, who his brother Brennan was a big stud a couple years ago when they won state just 2 years ago. And Cam, he had 9 carries, 44 yards. He had 2 receptions for 37 yards, and he had 12 tackles in the ball game. So they're a solid team, and you got to, I guess, first of all, try to slow down Parker Maney, who just kind of slipped into this position this season and He said he just kind of took off, and he's very elusive. He's not oversized. Looking at, he's 6'1", 170 pounds, but he's got some moves, he's got some speed, and he's got some confidence, and he's got some great guys to block for him. So that is the one guy you got to come out and you got to slow down in this ball game here tonight at Reedsville. I think we'll take a break right now, come back with the beginning of tonight's game again. It's a level 3 football game, Division 7 football at Reedsville. Randolph, the Rockets on the road. I can see their numbers because they're wearing their away jerseys, the white jerseys with the dark blue lettering, so I'm looking forward to that also tonight, taking on the Panthers in their black jerseys, and their colors here are orange and black. Be back with the beginning of the game coming up in just a few minutes, live from Reedsville on RP Sports.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot. Build better for future generations.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it, like the Nelsons, who cruise around their ranch on a John Deere Gator XUV 835R. With 3,000 acres, there's plenty of work to do.
It's all about efficiency.
That's how they've kept their ranch going for 5 generations.
We wouldn't be in ranching without the Gator.
Run with us on a Gator XUV 835R and start telling your story.
Stop in today at Ballweg Implement, your full-line John Deere dealer. Highway 68 Waupun and Ballweg Turf and Leisure North Spring Street, Beaver Dam. Or online at ballweg.biz.
Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters, Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner Didman, are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients. And Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191 or visit them at their new facility at 130 Progress Drive in Randolph. Randolph Family Dental is a proud supporter of Randolph sports. Visit Ace in the Hole in Randolph to experience a warm atmosphere for a round of golf. They have 2 true golf simulators. Or do you prefer another sport? Test your hitting skills with Rally Baseball. Also enjoy slapshot hockey, breakaway soccer, foot golf, disc golf, bowling, zombie dodgeball, or have a Wild West shootout. Ace in the Hole offers a controlled environment to enjoy your favorite sports all year round. Visit their website to set up a tee time at acegolfsims.com. That's acegolfsims.com. Or call Jeff at 608-516-6067.
The Randolph Booster Club would like to say congratulations, Randolph, on a great season. They'd like to wish the Rockets best of luck in today's playoff game. Since its inception, the Randolph Booster Club has raised more than $250,000 from organized events and donations from members, all which have made their way back to the community for youth athletics. The Randolph Booster Club. Good luck, Rockets, in your game today.
Marshview Veterinary Clinic is a proud supporter of the student athletes of the Randolph Rockets. The team at Marshview is happily accepting new patients for wellness and surgery. We're also pleased to offer emergency and urgent care services for pets throughout the community. Dr. Jeff Hookstead, Dr. Jackie McIntyre, Dr. Colby McIntyre, and the friendly staff at Marshview look forward to seeing you and your four-legged companions. Go Rockets!
Materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts Brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs. A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat Zero-Turn Mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
Okay, we are back at Reedsville, and great rendition of the national anthem, unbelievable. And you can hear it echoing.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, almost kind of majestic here off the trees, and it was just a great moment. But they take football serious up here in Reedsville, and they've got a packed house here to cheer on their Panthers. And just to let you know, if you were viewing and just watching this game tonight, and you're a Panther fan, we are here for Randolph, so we'll get excited about the Randolph things, but hey, we call good plays a good play, whether it's the Panthers or Randolph, so we're definitely going to give you justice on the things that go on both ways here in the ball game. So just sports fans, and we like a good football game, but Randolph is the team that we are here to cover all the way from that area. So again, unusual to see Randolph out there. I think it's the first time I saw them on a road game. Was yours on the road when you saw them play?
It was not. I saw them play Berlin at home as well.
I think it was all home. Out of about the 6 games that we did this year, we're all home. So they always had their dark blue jerseys on with their black lettering, and you couldn't see it at night, especially when you get old like me. So it's hard to see those numbers. But I can see this white jerseys with the dark blue lettering, and I am fired up that next year they're going to have new jerseys for their home jerseys. That it's mandated by the WIAA to have it so you can see it for all schools. But again, a tall task here for the Randolph Rockets. Going to try to slow down Parker Maney. He has rushed for 1,880 yards on the season. He rushes for about 188 yards a game, 74 yards passing. So he's not afraid to give the ball up once in a while. He's got some great guys to hand it to with Cam Duracek. He's another one of the big guys that'll get some playing time and some touches of the ball here tonight. And they've got a really good kicking game too, and that's definitely going to be a factor in the ball game. They've got a kicker that has kicked quite a bit. Has only missed once during the season, and I saw the backup kicker kicking from 45 yards out and putting it through the uprights, and that was the backup kicker. So kicking game is maybe something that Randolph hasn't seen. I know that Lourdes had a good kicker, but they really didn't use him at all, except for doing some extra points. And we'll see what they face here tonight. They got to tighten up the defense here. I'm sure that's been addressed with Coach Tom Chase, and see what they can do to slow down the undefeated Panthers of Reedsville. Beautiful field, as you can see on the camera. Great backdrop with the trees back there, and just a perfect night here for football. Level 3 Division 7 football. Randolph on the road, trying to join the teams that made it to level 4 back in 2010 and 2012. And thanks to Hugh Roberts Jr. for giving me that information. Like Pat Winch was the coach back in 2010, and Pete Warwick was their coach in 2012. So here we go. See if Randolph can help add to the Randolph football history. They're already doing it now by being in the level 3 football game and just getting better throughout the season. It's been fun watching them grow as a team throughout the season. And here they are, level 3 football. And they really got each other's backs. They've kind of a fun team. I know they had some plays this year. They said these are things we worked on in the playground as kids growing up, and we just kind of drew it on our hand and made this play happen. And they've been some big plays for them. Not afraid to do that, improvise just a little bit, but a fun team to call, great guys to talk to during the season after the wins. And here they are in the level 3 football game in Reedsville, taking on an undefeated Panther team. We are ready to go. Caleb Cook will now kick off for the Randolph Rockets. Little low squibber is taken right about the 32-yard line and straight up the field, and still on his feet yet, but kind of going behind the 35-yard line. They see if they give him, looks like they're going to put it right on the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Panthers. Again, Parker Maney, their quarterback. They find many different ways, they said, even him having the quarterback position to get him some runs and different plays for him to get open. And he's got some great options, too, besides to take care of some of the ball handling for the Panthers.
Hey, let's go, boys. Come on.
So here we go. One receiver split out to the right. Got one wing back and a couple of running backs right behind Maney. Maney's going to keep it and head up the middle and just follow some blocking. And it goes down right around the 40-yard line. He'll pick up 5 yards. So we are underway in Reedsville. I'm gonna mess that up all night. Reedsville, Reedsburg. Oh man, that's asking a lot for my old mind.
One person, right, to keep track of everything.
Yeah, don't have Randy. He's taking the night off tonight. 2nd down and 5 now for the Panthers. One receiver split out to the right. Amy back in the shotgun. And he fakes left, goes right with it around the side, and he's got himself a 1st down, crosses the 50, and he's in Randolph territory. And as I said, he's a good, quick runner, but he's got some great blocking ahead of him. He's going to pick up about 13 yards on that play. I don't have my stat guy either with Randy gone, so taking a night off. What a time to take a night off in level 3 football time. So the ball's taken up just inside the 47-yard line on the Randolph side of the field. 1st and 10 now for the Panthers. And just, no hiding the fact that the quarterback's going to take it, and that one's going to be a great job getting the tackle at I see Levi Cook over there and also Nick Kutzma in on the tackle. No gain on the play. Makes it a 2nd down and almost 10 yards to go. 2nd and about 9.5 yards to go, but a good job. Got to get that initial surge in there because there's no hiding it. He's not hiding that he's going to even fake it to anybody. He's just, I'm going to take it right, I'm going to take it left. And first time that Randolph has slowed him down. 2nd down and almost 10 to go now for the Panthers. And just going to follow his blockers around the left side. And, a great job getting in there and getting the tackle for Randolph, and that's going to be about a yard loss. Kutzma on the tackle.
Kutzman doing a fantastic job as the safety. His job is to fill from that outside, and he filled hard on the last 2 plays.
You got to come in hard. You got to be committed to it right off the bat, and he was. So it's a yard loss. A good job. See if Randolph can stall the Reedsville drive right here. Just under 10 to go here in the first quarter, underway in this level 3 Division 7 football game. Yeah, we'll see what they have for this. If this might be one of the rare passing opportunities they have. Just one receiver split out to the right with Aiden Sabo split out to the right. And they're just going to take it, run it with Maney around the right side, and he's got himself a 1st down, crosses the 30 along the sideline, maybe inside the 25 before he goes out of bounds. And that is a nice run around that right side. They're going to put it down right around the 22-yard line. A 24-yard pickup on that carry, but again, just the blocking that he has. I mean, I can start seeing exactly how he's gotten himself almost 1,900 yards on the season. He's got some great blocking out in front of him. Just patient follows that before he breaks away, and now a 1st and 10 for the Panthers. And we have a timeout taken by Reedsville, and we'll do the same back after this on RP Sports.
File Supper Club invites you to gather your friends and celebrate Oktoberfest with them every Saturday through November 4th. They lay out a table of all-you-can-eat German comfort food like schnitzel, stuffed cabbage rolls, goulash, potato pancakes, hearty rye rolls, and more. Don't forget File's 15-foot salad bar. Also, be sure to sample their Oktoberfest beverages. Reserve your table ahead of time by calling 920-326-5544. It's an Oktoberfest celebration each Saturday through November 4th at File Supper Club, south of Randolph, on Highway 73.
Steve Wooderhack with you back at Reedsville High School. And again, a nice start here by the Panthers. They had a 1st down sitting at the Randolph 22-yard line. 5 carries already in the ball game for their quarterback, Parker Maney. Now one receiver split out to the left as they're a little bit more on the right side of the field. And they're going to hand it off now. Duracek's taking it around and he's going to get taken down right at the 20-yard line. And looks like Carter Meredith on the tackle. Nice job there by Meredith, kind of taking him high, but taking him to the ground right at the 20-yard line. He's going to pick up about 1.5 yards, almost 2 yards on the play. Nice job by Meredith getting over there in a hurry and taking him down, just keeping it just a short gain. Then you got to do it another 3 times is the problem. 8:40 and counting down here in the first quarter. Packed house here at Reedsville High School. And Maney's coming around the right side with a bunch of blockers ahead of him. He crosses the 15 and he's taken out of bounds inside the 15-yard line before he's taken out of bounds. See where they put him up right around the 14-yard line. So picks up 6 yards on that carry. And makes it a 3rd down and 2 to go for the Panthers. Man, they get that's just like a runaway train when you come around and you got that blocking ahead of you around the sides. And yeah, definitely very clear on how Parker has had that many yards rushing so far this season. Randolph's got to find a way to kind of break into that blocking ahead of him. Panthers with the receiver split out to the left. Maney gets it. He's going to hand it off up the middle in the hands of Adler Stren, and he stays on his feet. He's got himself a 1st down right around the 7-yard line. So 1st and goal, the ball sitting at the 7-yard line of Randolph. First carry of the game for Adler Stren. And they're going to hand it up the middle and getting inside the 5-yard line in the next carry. Stren again on the carry, gets it down now right on the 4-yard line. Himself the last couple carries. Clock keeps on moving down to 7.5 minutes left in the first quarter. No score in the ball game, but right now the Panthers threatening. 2nd down and goal with the ball at the Randolph 4-yard line. And Maney's going to get it, gets away from the tackle, and he'll take it in from 4 yards out. And that is a touchdown for the Panthers. He's kind of shooting about left of center, and he just kind of kicked it out, broke some tackles, and got himself in from 4 yards out. With 7:08 left here in the first quarter. Point, and that is drilled right through. And now Randolph trailing 7-0. 7:08 left in the first quarter. Back with more of the first quarter in just 30 seconds on RP Sports.
Booster Club would like to say congratulations, Randolph, on a great season. They'd like to wish the Rockets best of luck in today's playoff game. Since its inception, the Randolph Booster Club has raised more than $250,000 from organized events and donations from members, all which have made their way back to the community for youth athletics. The Randolph Booster Club. Good luck, Rockets, in your game today.
Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters, Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner Didman, are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients. And Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191 or visit them at their new facility at 130 Progress Drive in Randolph. Randolph Family Dental is a proud supporter of Randolph sports.
Okay, 4-yard touchdown run from Maney. Extra point good, 7-0. And Randolph will get their first opportunity with the ball. Nice low squib kick that's going to make its way out of bounds. And luckily for the Rockets, it did that. See how Randolph does against the Panthers defense on this drive. And Randolph, they've got so many different options they have with 4 different guys that can carry the ball. A great fullback with Paul. They can take the ball to the middle. A couple of very good wing backs for the Randolph Rockets with Nicholas Kutzma and Jacob Kyle. And then you've got a very mobile quarterback with Carter Meredith. So you've got a lot of weapons and a lot of different plays off from that. So we'll see how the Panthers, I know a lot of people I talked to, very friendly people here setting us up, and a nice place to call the game. And a lot of people recognize me because they had me on camera, and a lot of people here in the crowd watched the game for Randolph. The whole crowd was scouting what they saw from the Randolph and our broadcast from last week. And we're going to try to take it up the middle, but nowhere to go. Paul tries to get it up the middle, but that got shut down in a hurry. Adler Stren and his teammates there to stop that play right back at the just shy of the line of scrimmage, sitting just inside the 35-yard line. So a 2nd down and 10 for the Rockets. Kutzma in motion and give it to Paul again, and he's got himself a 1st down. Nice job, just a simple play, just right of center, and picks himself up about 13 yards on the play. Then Paul on the carry, and a 1st down for Randolph, getting near midfield, just shy of the 48-yard line. Yeah, why not? You get stopped on one play and you go right back to it and get that confidence that you can move the ball against the Panthers. Fake handoff. Here goes Meredith around the right side, trying to cut up, and he'll pick up maybe about 2 yards on the play. Gets it right up to about the 50-yard line. Put it right at the 50. Got himself almost 3 yards on the play. A 3rd down and 7 for Randolph. Yeah, this is 2nd down. 2nd down and 3 yard carry on that last carry for Meredith. That's something going to give it to Kyle, but he's wrapped up right away, and he might not even get back to the line of scrimmage. And they were all over that one. Kyle was in motion from left to right, and he gets taken down, and the ball, I think, put it pretty much right where it was before. Makes it a 3rd down and 7 now for the Rockets. Again, Jacob Kyle with the carry for Randolph. One receiver split out to the left. Big play here for Randolph. Fake handoff, and Meredith looking down the field. He's looking, and he gets Kutzma, catches it at the 25-yard line before he's taken out of bounds. Deep into Panther territory. Great job just putting it right over the top of the defender. Perfectly thrown ball there by Carter Meredith. And bringing it in is Kutzma for a 1st down for Randolph. Sitting right around the 23-yard line. So Kutzma with the 27-yard reception to give it right the middle. Wow. Getting stuck is Paul, but that was a great hit by Adler Stren. He was right there, and just a textbook tackle. Lower your shoulder, drive him down with your legs, and took him right down. Nice tackle there by Stren. Loss on the play. Makes it a 2nd down and 11 for the Rockets. Yeah, pretty hard hit there by Stren. Good defense there by the Panthers. 2nd and 11. And a little pitch out on the left side. It's in the hands of Jacob Kyle. Pretty physical game out there as he takes the ball inside the 20, maybe down to about the 18-yard line. Right down, right around the 18-yard line. So Kyle with his first positive carry. That was 5 yards so far in the game on 2 carries. 3rd down and 5 for the Rockets. And they're going to give it to Paul up the middle, but nowhere to go. And he gets taken down hard. Once they stop you, they go at you hard. Maybe got himself back to the line of scrimmage, makes it a 4th down and 5. Yeah. Should say the ball at the 19-yard line, 4th down and 5. Enough for the 4th down play, big play again here in the ball game. Meredith looking up the field, quick little pass, and getting inside the 15. Get him down right around the 14-yard line. And kind of looking across the field to eye it up and bringing the chains across the field. So we'll see. Bringing the sticks across the field. 7-0 the lead for the host Panthers. Hard-hitting ball game so far as it Panthers believe that they stopped them. We'll see what the chain says. And they did, coming up just short. The Rockets, they come up short, and the Panthers will get it back on downs. Just in the nick of time for the Panthers to get the ball back. Nice drive going for Randolph, but stops deep in Panthers territory. So Randolph comes up empty, trailing 7-0, 3:37 left here in the first quarter. And it'll be 1st and 10 starting at the 14-yard line for the Panthers. Again, pretty impressed by what I've seen from the Panthers so far. They hit hard, and they can definitely figure out how Parker Maney has got so many yards. Great blocking ahead of him. He's got some good blocking again in front of him. He's got himself across the 20-yard line, still on his feet fighting his way up to maybe right around the 25-yard line or so. And we're going to give him about 9 yards on that carry. So 2nd down and 9 for the Panthers. 3:07 and counting down in the first quarter, 7-0 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. And we've got flags on the play. False start on the Panthers will move them back 5 yards. So make it a 2nd down and about 6 yards to go. Ball sitting just inside the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 6 for Reedsville. Winner of this ball game will be playing next Friday night for a chance to go to the state tournament. The other game going on, Potosi-Cassville hosting Blackhawk Warren, Illinois. And they're taking it around the left side with a Stren will carry it. So maybe 3 or 4 yards on the play. We'll give him 4 on that one, and makes it a 3rd down and 2 yards to go for the Panthers. 2-minute mark and counting down here in the first quarter. And ball sitting at the 23-yard line of Reedsville. And here goes Maney around the left side. He's got himself right around the 30-yard line, and a 1st down. But a 7-yard gain for Maney. We'll keep the clock moving. Ball sitting right at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 now for Reedsville. thanks for joining us here tonight. 222 computers logged on. Some of those got some viewing parties out there, I'm sure, too. So a lot of people watching the ball game. Goes Stren up the middle, and he's going to pick up 6 yards on the play. Himself a 6-yard carry, and sitting right now at the 36-yard line. Second down and 4 yards to go. One receiver split out to the left now for the Panthers. And going to give it up the middle again, and maybe getting up close to the first down marker. Maybe just crossed the 40. And that is a first down, getting just enough. So a first down for the Panthers with 34 seconds and counting down. Look at the other sectional games, quarterfinal games going on. At Boyceville, the number 1 seeded team taking on Edgar tonight in Boyceville. Edgar, the number 2 ranked team, but they've been playing some pretty lights out defense, shutting everybody down. And then Cashton taking on Banger at Cashton tonight. And goes Maney around the left side. He's going to pick himself up maybe about 5 yards on the play. Definitely the workhorse so far in the ball game for the Panthers, and that will end the first quarter with the Panthers leading Randolph 7-0, and we'll be back in just a bit with the second quarter of action from Reedsville.
Brothers Painting of Randolph is a proud supporter of Randolph Rockets athletics. Family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right, no matter your painting needs. Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Marshview Veterinary Clinic is a proud supporter of the student athletes of the Randolph Rockets. The team at Marshview is happily accepting new patients for wellness and surgery. We're also pleased to offer emergency and urgent care services for pets throughout the community. Dr. Jeff Hookstead, Dr. Jackie McIntyre, Dr. Colby McIntyre, and the friendly staff at Marshview look forward to seeing you and your 4-legged companions. Go Rockets!
Welcome to the second quarter here at Reedsville and Ben Paul. We had some cramping issues early. Looks like he's having them again right now, being stretched out and taking a slow walk off the field, being helped a little bit. A guy that Randolph could ill afford to lose both offensively and defensively. This is a physical game. This Panthers team is very physical, Jeff.
Yeah, they've been filling gaps hard, and you can see it a couple of times. We've never seen Ben get hammered back as hard as he has tonight. The Reedsville defense has done a great job of filling holes.
Yeah, Parker Maney has expected their workhorse, and he's had 10 carries for right around 65 yards. As Randy always says when he does the stats, these are very unofficial
very
stats.
Unofficial, especially with only one person trying to take care of it. So
yeah, I could be like a margin of error, maybe 20 yards either way, plus or minus on that. 21 yards on 5 carries for Stren. Handler Stren getting 5 carries in the first half, and here we go. Second down and 5 yards to go. The ball sitting at the Panther 46. Maney's going to take it around the left side. He's got himself a first down. Looks like you're mark him right around the first down marker into Randolph territory. So he's going to pick up 6 on that play, and the ball in Randolph territory now at the Randolph 49-yard line. That's the problem. Randolph just got to kind of break through that blocking, but by the time they ever even get their first hand on Maney, he's usually 2-3 yards down the field already, and then he gets the rest himself. It's all becoming very clear. Some great blocking out there, and very impressive showing so far by the Panthers. Going to hand this one to Duracek around the right side. Stiff arms his way past the 45. Pretty impressive run and a pretty impressive stiff arm by Cam Duracek going around that right side. Takes it right down to about the 42-yard line. He's going to pick up 7 on the play. Yeah, he's a loadout there. Say he gets involved in the ball game too, and he gets himself some good positive yards during a lot of the games that we looked at the stats. So there are other weapons out there and other things you got to keep in check besides just Parker Maney out there. Second down and about 3 yards to go now for the Panthers. Ball's Maney's got it, and he's still on his feet and goes down. Right around the 27, 28-yard line.
Just kept those legs driving, broke through a couple of tackles.
Just a simple little run around the right side. He's been getting a lot around the edges, but now that one took it up the field, straight up the field for a first down for the Panthers now. Ball sitting right around the 28-yard line. First and 10 now for the Panthers. Yeah, Maney's just going to, again, follow his blockers, and they get that surge at the front line, so it makes it a lot easier to pick up those yards. This one looks like he takes it inside the 25-yard line. Just inside the 25. 13th carry of the ball game for Parker Maney. Second down and 7 now for the Panthers. Ball just inside the 25-yard line. One receiver split out to the left. And Maney's going to follow his blockers. Oh, wow, some huge blocks in front of that. Stren just knocks over the Randolph defender of Kutzma. And just an unbelievable block there by Stren, and that allowed Maney just to cut right inside of it and head up the field, and he takes it all the way up to right around the 13-yard line. First and 10.
Nothing fancy.
No, that's just some right smash mouth football right at you. And Stren will get the ball and get about 3 yards around the left center and takes it up to the 10-yard line. The second down and 7 yards to go. Sitting right at the 10-yard line. 8:30 and counting down here in the first half. Reedsville here in this Level 3 Division 7 football game, showing why they are undefeated on the season. They really took it to Cambria-Friesland last week, 35-0. And he's taken around the right side. Then he does pitch it out to Duracek around the right side, and got a penalty at the end of that play. A little option and flicking it out to Duracek around the right side, but the adamant flag by the back official. We can see what the call is with the lead official out there. And the play started at the 10-yard line, but marking this off, got a hold called on the Panthers. So the ball was taken up right inside the 5-yard line. That's going to get marked off and sitting now at the 14-yard line. Be a second down and about 10.5 yards to go here for the Panthers. Hold on that play, but Cam Duracek, a very imposing looking guy out there, A sizable guy that's got some pretty good speed too, and you got that coming at you, and looks like he's pretty strong with the stiff arms and gets himself up the field in a hurry and can run you over once he finds you. And a good job there by Randolph. And a nice tackle by Randolph's Levi Wiersma all over that. Trying to get Doracek up the middle and lose maybe a yard and a half or 2 yards on it. Makes it a third down and about 12 yards to go. Yeah, nice job by Wiersma. Kind of taking him high, but a few of his Randolph teammates right there to jump into and help finish that tackle. They are within field goal range because anything within the 45-yard field goal. And here goes Maney around the left side, and a nice job, a good job on that play by Randolph's Jack Smeedema. Wraps up his legs as he was going around the left side. Takes him down right around the 14-yard line. Very minimal gain on that of about a yard. Makes it a fourth down and 11. And they are setting up now for a field goal attempt. Aiden Sabo. He's been drilling them all season long. Ball is down, it's up, and it is good. And an impressive drive there ends with a field goal. Randolph now trailing 10-0. They did stop him, but of course that was the other factor is that they have really good field goal kicking. And now 10-0 in favor of the Panthers. We'll be back with more Randolph football right after this on RP Sports.
We all know the struggle, the ups, the downs, the roundabouts on the journey to losing weight. This is Dr. Randy Blahoviak at New Medical Center, and we understand. We've been there. That's why we're proud to offer you a fresh start with our semaglutide weight loss program. Semaglutide, commercially known as Wegovy, is an FDA-approved medication that mimics a hormone your body naturally produces. It helps to curb your hunger, eliminate cravings, and lets you focus on what truly matters, living your best life. But it's more than just a medication. It's about feeling good inside and out. It's about finding your confidence, your strength, and reclaiming the life you've always dreamed of. We've witnessed remarkable transformations here at New Medical Center. Real people like you and me taking control of their health, their happiness, and their future. Take it from me, I lost 40 pounds. That's 20% of my entire body weight in 5 months with no change in exercise. It was easy. Begin your transformation today. Call New Medical Center at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com.
HomeandAuto.com.
Oh, boy.
Just didn't quite even get there, and all of a sudden it...
Yeah, it was Kutzman that comes up with the ball at the end of it, but not great field position there for the Rockets, sitting at their own 16-yard line. Getting some other updates of scores out there. I see Lake Country Lutheran leading Houston Con 7-0, and as Blackhawk leading Potosi Cassville by a score of 6-0 in their ball game. So not great field position at the 16-yard line of Randolph, 1st and 10. And they give it to Kutzma coming around just right of center. And Kutzma's going to get maybe a yard on the play. Just the second carry for Kutzma in the game, but he has caught a ball too, a 27-yard reception in that first quarter. Yards hard to come by here against a very good team, both sides of the ball with the Panthers. Just under 6 to play here in the first half. Randolph trailing 10-0 on a New Medical Integrated Healthcare scoreboard. And looking to pass, here goes Meredith up the field, and that is completed. Kutzma gets the reception and kind of his main target. And that's so Randolph might have to get out of their comfort zone just a little bit of just running and looking to pass the ball a little bit. About a 5-yard gain on that pass. Makes it a third down and about 4 yards to go now for the Rockets. See if they can sustain a drive here. And again, looking up the field, and that is complete. It's like Wiersma with the catch. Levi Wiersma right up the middle. Nice connection there to Wiersma. So again, the passing game, something we haven't seen from the Randolph Rockets, and nobody scouts them as a team that's going to throw the ball a whole lot. They had some games here just recently that they didn't pass the ball at all, or just passed it one time in that last game, and that was for a 4-yard loss. Gonna pitch out left side over to Jacob Kyle, has it. Heads up the field and gets it right around just past the 45-yard line. As the game goes on, these are really going to be really unofficial stats. A few blurred things along the way. Now I really I got to give Randy credit for trying to keep up with that stuff. But second down, about 6 yards to go. And a gain of about 3 or 4 yards on the play. Ben Paul, good to see him back out on the field after being kind of helped off the field before. And he's a quick healer. He got back in there to get a touchdown a few games ago. Just the 5th carry of the ball game for Ben Paul so far. Ben Paul's going to take it again and just surge forward. He's got himself a first down. What a 5-yard carry on that for Ben. Gets himself into Panther territory. So right up to the 46-yard line. Unless they just kind of give him the 45. I always love the way they kind of do that. They find those main yard markers. It looked like he was going to put it down to the 46, but they put it to 45. So Randolph moves the sticks. And this time they're going to hand it to Jacob Kyle around the left side, and he's going to fall forward and get himself maybe 2 yards on the play. Unless they put it back at the 45 again. Okay. Give him a yard on the play. Second down and 9 for Randolph. Down to 3:10 and counting down in the first half. Randolph still not on the board yet, trailing 10-0. Kutzma is going to go sweep around the right side following his blockers, but defenders did a good job. Logan Mertz in up there along with some of his teammates, and they really kind of just broke right into the blocking for Randolph, and no gain practically on the play makes it a 3rd down and about 9 to go. A big play as we get under 2.5 minutes left to play here in the first half. 3rd down, about 8.5 yards to go for the Rockets. We'll pass over to Kyle, and he catches it along the line of scrimmage, and he might have got himself another yard. So 4th down and a long 7 to go for Randolph. So yards are tough to come against a very great defensive team and offensive team of the Panthers. Just a great job so far against Randolph, making them work for everything. They're going to punt the ball away. Nice little low driver, and that's going to take off and cut off to the right, and that's going to stop right around the 2-yard line. And what a great punt by Ben Paul. Puts it right down, and it just stops right about the 2-yard line, and that's where the Panthers will take over. So it's a good thing here for Randolph with about 1:39 left as their drive got stalled just inside midfield. Yeah, a lot of things to talk about at halftime for the Randolph Rockets on how they can figure out how to move the ball against a very good Panthers team and how to slow down that offense, which they've done a good job just giving up, 10 points here, but still you got to get things going yourself offensively. They got themselves out of the hole a little bit, about a 3-yard gain. Maney with the carry gets himself 3 yards on the play. That is 16 carries so far in the ball game, and I'll have to do some fancy adding here at halftime to find out exactly what it all adds up to. He had 65 yards after the first quarter. And some of those were little sketchy stats that I have some of the carries later. But, again, we're getting close to the minute mark left here in the first half of play. Second down and about 7 yards to go now for the Panthers. Hand it off to the right, and a good job defensively by the Rockets.
The defense has done a nice job the last couple of series. They've really stepped up to the challenge, and Coach Tom Chase talked about that in your pregame show.
Yeah, that's what they've got to do. You got to do that, then you got to figure out how to get the ball moving yourself. But boy, just the first thing you got to do is you got to break through that block and get in there at the ball carrier, and that's what they do so well, is protect that guy until he's a few yards down the field before you even get a chance at him. But good job in the last couple of plays there. Third down and 6 yards to go, down to 9 seconds left. Maney's going to take it around the left side following some blockers, cuts it back up at about the 16, and still on his feet yet, and finally gets knocked out of bounds as time expires. Takes that all the way up to the 30. It was about a 25-yard carry. That's a good stat builder, but that does end the first half. And after one half of play, it is the Reedsville Panthers leading the Randolph Rockets 10-0 here in this Level 3 Division 7 football game. And we'll be back and talk about the first half in just a few minutes. This is Randolph Rocket football on RP Sports.
Winter is coming, and let Ballweg Implement help you get ready with their winter changeover specials. Now through December 1st, sign up to have your lawn and garden tractor mower removed, cleaned, blades sharpened, oil change, and mount your snowblower. Call or email Ballweg Implement today to make an appointment and be ready when the storms blow in. Ballweg Implement, your full-line John Deere dealer on Highway 68 Waupun and Ballweg Turf and Leisure, North Spring Street, Beaver Dam, or online at ballweg.biz. Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat Zero-Turn Mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer. A reputation for being the best, the toughest.
Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Marshview Veterinary Clinic is a proud supporter of the student athletes of the Randolph Rockets. The team at Marshview is happily accepting new patients for wellness and surgery. We're also pleased to offer emergency and urgent care services for pets throughout the community. Dr. Jeff Hookstead, Dr. Jackie McIntyre, Dr. Colby McIntyre, and the friendly staff at Marshview look forward to seeing you and your four-legged companions. Go Rockets!
The Randolph Booster Club would like to say congratulations, Randolph, on a great season. They'd like to wish the Rockets best of luck in today's playoff game. Since its inception, the Randolph Booster Club has raised more than $250,000 from organized events and donations from members, all which have made their way back to the community for youth athletics. The Randolph Booster Club. Good luck, Rockets, in your game today.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat Zero-Turn Mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
When the temps start to
Okay, we are back at Reedsville. Steve Witterhack with you, Jeff Sauer on the video streaming, and rough first half for Randolph offensively, trying to get something going, but I thought not too bad defensively, really, Jeff, I think in that first half, slowing the Panthers down and just allowing 10 points, a touchdown and a field goal overall, so I think that's the one bonus from the first half. Just got to figure out how to move the ball better against the Panthers.
Yeah, their defense has really changed and risen to the occasion, as we mentioned towards the end there. I was very impressed with their defense has done, but now they've got to figure out how to move that ball offensively and continue not to let the defense slack, because Maney, he is just a kind of a bull out there. I mean, he's got some speed as soon as he finds holes and it is able to get through them, but they've been doing a good job so far.
Yeah, I'm just very impressed with their whole offensive scheme, where they just come with those guys that are in motion already, and this just got that nice momentum going around the sides. He just follows his blockers and then knows how to finish at the end of it too. So again, he had himself a really nice first half on 17 carries. Got him down for right around 130 yards, and that's a pretty nice first half for any running back. But now you know how he almost had 1,900 yards coming in to this ball game. Let's just take a look quickly at the scoring in the first half. Reedsville got their first touchdown with 7:08 left in the first quarter, a 4-yard touchdown run after a 65-yard drive. And Maney takes it in the end zone, of course, 7-0 with the extra point good. They've got a great kicking game, which they displayed with a 30-yard field goal later on. With kicking the ball was Aiden Sabo from 30 yards out, and he's only missed one out of quite a few attempts that he's had this season. So a pretty impressive kicking game to add to your great running game out there and great defense. And 10-0 with 6:24 left after that field goal in the first half. And a good job by Randolph slowing up the Panthers. Had a little drive going themselves, but came up short just past midfield. But a great punt by Ben Paul, which kind of helped close things out here in the first half, getting that ball to land right at the 2-yard line. About 25 yards on the carry by Parker Maney in the last play, kind of a stat builder that got himself an extra 25 yards as he went out of bounds. The clock ticked down to 0, and he ends up, like I said, a pretty good first half of action with 130 yards rushing here against Randolph. So a lot of things to talk about with Tom Chase and his team and how they can attack this very good offense of the Panthers.
Yeah, I think they need to figure out how they can continue to sustain their offense. I don't think I have seen a game, any of the games that we've been in at, where they've been shut out in the first half. Even when the opening game in the year when they played against Berlin, they had a great first half. And their other loss to Johnson Creek, again, they had a great first half. This is the first time that their offense is going to have to turn things around now and try and come back from not having that great first half.
Well, they kind of had to turn to a bit of a passing game. A couple nice completions that they had into Nicholas Katzma up the field a little ways that got him a few first downs, and something that you don't normally see him doing, might be taking him out of their comfort zone just a little bit. But, man, they had a nice pass also to Wiersma with a nice pass down the field for a big gain for the Rockets and a first down, and Katzma getting a nice long pass also. So, again, that might be something we see a little bit more. That might open up the other things for the Randolph Rockets, but we'll see. I tell you, the way that the Panthers attack, though, I mean, they get right in there, and they definitely have seen the film of the Randolph Rockets, and they know how to play very physical and try to make that point of contact behind the line of scrimmage to really limit here Randolph so far in the ball game.
They're really seeing a very similar offense to what they run, except for instead of Carter Meredith keeping the ball on every play like Maney does for the majority of them, they usually hand it off, but they're doing the same thing. They're pulling linemen, and their pulling linemen are coming downfield, and they're coming down hard and hitting that gap and creating the hole, just like you were talking about. And then they don't stop. They're blocking downfield.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. And Carter, he's only carried the ball once so far in the ball game. So there's a guy that's one of your two leading rushers, him and Ben Paul, and they've been kind of held in check so far in the ball game. So to find some more ways to try to get those guys some yards here in the ball game in the second half. Again, your halftime score is Randolph trailing the Panthers of Reedsville by a score of 10-0, and we'll come back and look at some of the unofficial numbers in just a few minutes. This is Randolph Rocket Football on RP Sports.
Zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat zero-turn mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Wapont Equipment Company in Wapont and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Visit Ace in the Hole in Randolph to experience a warm atmosphere for a round of golf. They have 2 true golf simulators. Or do you prefer another sport? Test your hitting skills with Rally Baseball. Also enjoy slapshot hockey, breakaway soccer, foot golf, disc golf, bowling, zombie dodgeball, or have a Wild West shootout. Ace in the Hole offers a controlled environment to enjoy your favorite sports all year round. Visit their website to set up a tee time at acegolfsims.com. That's acegolfsims.com. Or call Jeff at 608-516-6067.
Hi, this is Jack.
Every piece of land has a story. The Upshaw's right there's with a John Deere 1 Series tractor they call Penny.
When your project comes up, you have to just jump in and figure out what is it going to take.
From front loader to backhoe, the Upshaws have the tools to DIY all day long. Run with us on a 1 Series tractor and start telling your story today.
Stop in today at Ballweg Implement, your full-line John Deere dealer. Highway 68 Waupun and Ballweg Turf and Leisure North Spring Street, Beaver Dam. Or online at ballweg.biz.
Okay, Steve Witterhack with you back at halftime with Randolph trailing Reedsville by a score of 10-0. The other game that people have interest here, of course, tonight is some of the other teams that are playing yet in Division 7, and we see that Blackhawk leading in their ball game by a score of 12-0 over Potosi Cassville. And I want to thank one of our sponsors, Ace in the Hole. We just had their ad on, but if you love golf but don't like the hassle sometimes, join Ace in the Hole Golf Simulator League and play on virtual courses with your own clubs. Compete with other players and prove your skills and have fun. Golf League starts in January and goes through March, so golf anytime from Monday morning to Friday at about 4 o'clock. Top 5 teams win prizes. Ace in the Hole is also looking at starting a women's golf simulator league, too. If you're interested, give Jeff a call at 608-516-6067. That's 608-516-6067, or email jeffretagic@gmail.com. That's Jeffrey Retagic at gmail.com. Visit their website also at acegolfsims.com to make a reservation. One of our proud sponsors of Randolph Sports, Ace in the Hole with Jeff Retagic and family over there. But again, Randolph trailing 10-0 in this ball game. Doesn't get any easier. It gets harder every week and running into a buzzsaw here. But like I said, you're only down 10-0 at halftime, and you change a few things. You could just change the whole face of the game, and Randolph gets the ball first to start out the second half. So we'll see how they come out here. Let's just kind of take a look at these very, very unofficial numbers here. And things get a little out of hand as they keep on happening fast. But looking at Randolph, just one carry in the ball game for Carter Meredith, and that might be something we see a little differently. See if they get a little more involved. Besides, I know they got him involved with passing, but just one carry, which is very unusual for him, for just 2 yards. And Ben Paul, some hard yards for him. He's had one play where he had 0 and one where he was tossed back a yard and then another 0-yard carry. So they've been hard to come by. In the 6 carries, he's got 21 yards so far in the ball game for Nicholas Kutzma. He had a couple receptions, so he's definitely their main target if you're going to start any more passing in the ball game. And he ends up with also 2 carries for only a couple yards. And Jacob Kyle had 5 carries for 11 yards and a nice long pass down the field for Randolph's Levi Wiersma. That got them a first down at the time. So that's stats we had on the Randolph Rockets for Parker Maney. And then for the Panthers, he had himself 17 carries, and we got him for 130 yards in the first half of action, and that 1 touchdown, a 4-yard run. We also had Adler Stren. He had Stren, but he just had the first name on it, but he had 8 carries for 26 yards. And also Duracek, he's a load out there now. We'll see if we see him more involved in the second half. A couple carries for 7 yards for the Panthers in the ball game. What we got here? Let's take another break, and we'll come back and kind of set up the second half in just a few minutes. This is Randolph Rocket football. They're trailing 10-0 to the Reedsville Panthers in this Level 3 football game. Back after this on RP Sports.
All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Let's kick Old Man Winter out of here with a brand new furnace from All-Phase. If your old unit didn't run the best last winter, don't struggle through another cold season with the high heating bills, inefficiency, and unreliable heating. Ask about the energy-efficient tax credits up to $3,200 to help you save some money on a new one. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com, providing your comfort zone for all season.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it, like the Nelsons, who cruise around their ranch on a John Deere Gator XUV 835R. With 3,000 acres, there's plenty of work to do.
It's all about efficiency.
That's how they've kept their ranch going for 5 generations.
We wouldn't be in ranching without the Gator.
Run with us on a Gator XUV 835R and start telling your story.
Stop in today at Ballweg Implement, your full-line John Deere dealer. Highway 68 Waupun and Ballweg Turf and Leisure North Spring Street, Beaver Dam. Or online at ballweg.biz.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Home and Family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
Okay, welcome back to Reedsville, and they lead the Randolph Rockets now by a score of 10-0. A few other updated scores. I see Blackhawk at halftime leading Potosi by a score of 20-0 in that ball game, and getting a ton of nice updates from people out there. And hello, Savannah. She checked in. I haven't got a chance to say hello to our weekly hi to Savannah. She's their the biggest and earliest person to check in every time, but she just says, "Come on, Rockets, let's get it going here in the second half."
Yeah, she does a nice job of following us, and I really appreciate that.
See, within our Radio Plus family, I see also that Fond du Lac is trailing in their game to Marquette 21-0. And Edgar leads their game in the other half of the games going on by a score of 23-14 in the second quarter with 4:21 left in that ball game. So, again, it is Edgar who's been giving up some points. They've been shutting everybody out so far, so somebody finally getting to them just a little bit. And the other game, Cashton and Bangor, the other Division 7 game. So 8 teams left in D7 football here in this Level 3 week. Of course, the winner of this game takes on the winner of the Petoskey Cassville taking on Black Hawk Warren, Illinois game. That's being played in Potosi or Cassville, one of the two tonight. They were the higher seeded team, number 1 seed, in Black Hawk leading their ball game 20-0 at half, and they're the number 3 seeded team. So we are ready to go. Randolph set to receive. On the kickoff, just kind of sliced off to the right, and good job just on your knees, Jacob Kyle, just making sure he gets it, and not bad field position as Randolph will take it right around their 32-yard line to start things out here in the second half. We'll see what kind of talk that Tom Chase had with his team, and if it inspired them to come out here in the second half with all guns blazing. Well, at their own 32-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Rockets, trailing 10-0. Said Love and Randolph's white jerseys here tonight. Throw a few more names out there. You can see what's going on. Ben Paul's going to get the handoff, and I think he's going to lose maybe a yard on the play. So it's been some tough yards here for Ben so far in the game. He averages a little bit closer to over 100 yards a game during the season. So ball back now at the 31-yard line. 2nd down and 11 for the Rockets. Jacob Kyle in motion, and look up, Meredith completes the pass over to Kutzma again, his favorite target, and they're going to pick up some yards on that one up to about the 45-yard line. That's a good job, nice route there by Kutzma to get himself open, and a little rollout off to his left for the left-handed throwing Carter Meredith. Ball sitting now at the 45-yard line of Randolph. 1st and 10 now for the Rockets. Dropped the ball first at Carter, and that kind of threw everything off, and I don't know if he didn't quite get back to the line of scrimmage. Carter's going to lose himself maybe a half a yard or so on the play. Loss of 1 makes it a 2nd down and almost 11 yards to go for Randolph. Yeah, I can't afford one of those snaps where you kind of drop the ball, because by the time you pick it up, you've got a bunch of black jerseys all over you. 2nd down and almost 11 yards to go now for the Rockets. Just inside the 45-yard line on their side of the field. Carter again rolling out to the left, and that one's going to get intercepted right around the 48-yard line. And it's going to be Panther football. And that's in the hands of number 4, Logan Mertz, intercepting it. A big interception to start things out here in the second half of action. Mertz right there to pick that one off and takes it right back into Randolph territory up to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Panthers.
That is not what the offense needed to do for Randolph. They really needed to have a sustained drive, get it down, and get the threat of a score at least. Instead, they give the short field to Randolph, or to Reedsville.
Here we go. That nice start we wanted here in the second half didn't happen, and the Panthers have it back in Randolph territory. And Maney's going to keep it, crosses the 40-yard line, and lunges forward to right around the 36-yard line. He's going to pick up about 9 yards on the play. Start adding up the stats here in the second half of action. Little fake handoff to Strennan, then he took it himself around left of center and got himself 8 yards on the play, a 2nd down and 2. This time Strand will get the ball. Looks like he's also got himself a first down inside the 35-yard line. So they got it on the inside. Yeah, they do inside the 35-yard line. That'll be a first down. So Strand with a 2-yard carry gets enough for the first down. Ball just inside the 35-yard line on the Randolph side of the field. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. One receiver split out to the left. And this time they're going to, that's Duracek. Now Strand gets the handoff, and he's going to get himself maybe 4 yards on the play, almost 5. We'll give him 5 on that one. 2nd down and 5 now for the Panthers. Yeah, Strand with 8 carries in the first half for 26 yards. Now up to about 33 yards of running, and it's 2nd down and 5 yards. Ball sitting right at the 30-yard line of Randolph. The handoff, Maney takes it around the right, cuts it back up the field, and he's going to get taken down maybe right before the first down marker. He's going to pick up maybe 4 yards on the play. Ball just outside of the 25-yard line. 3rd down and a yard to go for the Panthers. One receiver split out to the right. And here goes Strand around the right side. He's got a first down. Nice acceleration. Looks like he was going to try to cut it up, and all of a sudden he saw an opening out to the right. Just made a beeline over on that right side to get a little bit more at the end of that. Picks up about 4 or 5 yards in the play and has it at about the 21-yard line. Smeedema on the carry. 1st and 10 now for the Panthers. Getting deeper in probably almost field goal range. Yeah, pretty impressive. They've got a lot of great weapons here on the Panthers team. And here goes Maney around the left side following his blocker, Duracek over there. And we got a flag as the ball was taken up right by the goal line. See, Duracek was just knocking people down all along the way to kind of clear the way for Maney, but flag flying on that play. He gets a good head of steam when Duracek goes around there, and those guys, they do it with conviction of going around and not just getting out there and getting somebody's way. They're going to mow you down. Holding called on the Panthers, so that'll negate a nice run, nice player on the left side. And they are going to mark it down right around the 22-yard line. Back at 1st down and 10. Right back to that line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 now for the Panthers after that penalty, but pretty impressive run, but a hold somewhere along the way on that. Maney gets it, hands it up to Strand, goes around the right, still on his feet, and gets taken down right around the 10-yard line. He'll pick up about 12 yards on that play. Takes it right down to the 10, and it's just outside the 10-yard line. There's still a chance to get a first down, maybe within a foot of the goal line. But 1st and 10 now for the Panthers. Nice run there by Adler Strand. Just outside the 10. Still not giving him the 1st and goal. Maney gets the snap and back to Strand again, and he's going to get wrapped up. Takes it just inside the 10-yard line. About a yard on the carry. Nick was Kutzma on that tackle around the right side. Second down and a long 9 now to go for the Panthers. Under 6.5 to play in the third quarter. Still no score here in the second half, but it is the Panthers leading 10-0 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Fake handoff, Maney keeps it, and he's going to get taken down. Nice job on the tackle by Randolph's number 52, Caleb Cook. Grabs him by the legs and takes him down. Ball sitting again right at the 10-yard line, makes it a third down and almost 10 to go. A couple nice defensive plays there for the Rockets. Randolph might consider it a win if they force a field goal or something right here. They've got the guys that can do it. Maney's going to kind of reverse directions up the field and in the hands of Duracek right around the 5-yard line. Cam Duracek with the carry, takes our reception and has it down to the 5-yard line. Forces a fourth down and just a little short of 5 yards to go for a first down, but the ball sitting right at the 5-yard line. Yeah, it looks like they're bringing in Aiden Sabo, a guy with a very accurate, very strong leg. He's going to be kicking about a 22-yard field goal, and it is up and it is in. Made it look easy. Randolph won a little bit of the battle, just forcing a field goal, but they trail now 13-0. Just under 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Back with more of the third quarter of action from Reedsville with the Panthers, and Randolph going at it, level 3 Division 7 football. Back after this on RP Sports.
Planning to build? Whether it's a new home, remodel, or commercial project, you need a committed team that's dedicated to bringing your visions to reality. You need Pinot. After all, we've been doing it for over 45 years. To start your next project, go to www.rapinno.com and you'll learn about the Pinot difference. Pinot, build better for future generations.
Okay, we are back in Reedsville, and Randolph will see the kickoff, and not a bad return there for the Rockets. Kutzma with the return up to about we're going to mark him down just right around the 35-yard line. Let's see if Randolph can get something going. They bent but didn't break and gave up a couple field goals. The last couple scores here for the Panthers. Trail 13-0, just under 5 to play here in the third quarter. First and 10 for the Rockets. See if they can get something flowing here in the third quarter. And a nice run by Carter Meredith. It's up about 11 yards, up to about the 46-yard line. It's only like his third carry of the ball game. First two carries, he only got a total of 1 yard. That was a nice 11-yard pickup for Carter. Has it past the 45-yard line on the Randolph side. Carter's going to hand it over to Kyle going around the left side, and not much there, and he kind of slipped down right around the 47-yard line.
Well, you talked about it at halftime, Steve. They have to get Carter Meredith going, and he had a good run right there.
So a second down and 9 yards to go, and just, there's so many weapons out there, and if you can just kind of mix those up a little bit and get some kind of a rhythm going. Here goes Meredith trying to find that corner, but being chased down and spread out, he's going to get knocked out of bounds. Very minimal gain, if anything. Maybe just got it back to the line of scrimmage, actually. So again, tough yards for Meredith in the ballgame, but that time comes up empty. Except right around the 47-yard line. 3rd down and 9 now for the Rockets. Randy Armgood checking in now from South Carolina. Glad you made it down there, Randy. We'll see you coming up shortly. Paul Ramirez, former Randolph football player, now living over in Waupun. Pass down the field. That is caught by Kutzma, and that should be a Randolph first down. A 9-yard reception there to Nicholas Kutzma from Meredith. He's got a couple catches here in the second half. One of 15 yards, one of 9 yards. And that does move the sticks. Ball now inside the 45. Right on the 40-yard line of the Panthers. So Randolph moving the sticks, moving the ball up the field. Under 3 to play here in the 3rd quarter. And Meredith again looking up the field, scrambling off to his left, and that is complete. And in the hands of Nicholas Miedema. Miedema with the reception, picks up about 3 yards on the play, makes it a 2nd down and 7. Yeah, so Randolph going a little more of the aerial show than we've seen them at all during the season, but kind of forced to do so against a very aggressive defense from the Panthers. So I'm going to give it to Ben Paul, and he's going to pick up another maybe a tough yard just inside the 40-yard line. Give him 39 on that. And we've got a player for the Panthers down right now, and we take an injury timeout. We'll take a commercial break. Be back with more from Reedsville with Randolph trailing 13-0 here. The last few minutes of the 3rd quarter. This is Randolph Rocket football on RP.
Winter is coming, and let Ballweg Implement help you get ready with their winter changeover specials. Now through December 1st, sign up to have your lawn and garden tractor mower removed, cleaned, blades sharpened, oil change, and mount your snowblower. Call or email Ballweg Implement today to make an appointment and be ready when the storms blow in. Ballweg Implement, your full-line John Deere dealer on Highway 68 Waupun and Ballweg Turf and Leisure, North Spring Street, Beaver Dam, or online at ballweg.biz.
We are back, and good to see Deegan Buboltz showing his left arm. Maybe is down on the field for a while, but he's up walking under his own power, but looks like more of a shoulder or arm injury for him as they're kind of rubbing his shoulder coming off the field. So Buboltz is out. Stop of the clock, and Randolph sitting inside the 40-yard line up to the 39. 3rd down and 6 yards to go now for the Randolph Rockets. And a little pitch out over to Kyler on the left side. He's got some room. He's got a 1st down and taken down right around the 25-yard line. A 14-yard carry for Jacob Kyle.
Nice job there by Meredith. All the misdirection, getting things and get that pitch out quickly. And a great job there hitting the hole.
You got to use a little deception. Whatever you have, they've been passing more and using a lot of different option possibilities on that last play. And Meredith's just going to take it up the middle. And he's got himself a nice gain inside the 20-yard line. Down with about a 7-yard gain on that carry by Carter. So Randolph getting a little rhythm going right now and not taking their time getting ready for another play. 2nd down and 3 yards to go now for the Rockets. Sitting at the 18-yard line. And there's a tackle in the backfield taken down at the 20. About a 2-yard loss on that play. Jacob Kyle again taken down after losing 2 yards. Great penetration there by the Panthers. Makes it a 3rd down and about 5 yards to go for Randolph. Roughly a 4-down territory for the Randolph Rockets.
They've got to come away with points here.
Third down and 5 for Randolph. Here goes Meredith around the left side, gets past some tacklers and gets it close to that 1st down marker. See where they mark it down, but right by the sticks. And they are moving the sticks right now. A nice job by Meredith, and the team we've got on the field right now. You got Carter Meredith on the field after the end of that play. It does take it up to the 15-yard line. Yeah, Carter getting more involved with the offense as far as carrying, but kind of holding his left leg right now. Let's take another break. Be back with more Randolph football right after this on RP Sports.
File Supper Club invites you to gather your friends and celebrate Oktoberfest with them every Saturday through November 4th. They lay out a table of all-you-can-eat German comfort food like schnitzel, stuffed cabbage rolls, goulash, potato pancakes, hearty rye rolls, and more. Don't forget File's 15-foot salad bar. Also, be sure to sample their Oktoberfest beverages. Reserve your table ahead of time by calling 920-326-5544. It's an Oktoberfest celebration each Saturday through November 4th at File Supper Club, south of Randolph on Highway 73.
The Randolph Booster Club would like to say congratulations, Randolph, on a great season. They'd like to wish the Rockets best of luck in today's playoff game. Since its inception, the Randolph Booster Club has raised more than $250,000 from organized events and donations from members, all which have made their way back to the community for youth athletics. The Randolph Booster Club. Good luck, Rockets, in your game today.
Okay, bad news. Randolph fans are helping Carter Meredith off the field, and he was going to put some weight on that leg and couldn't do it. Now he's being helped off the field. So that will bring in Levi Cook as the quarterback for the Randolph Rockets. Just after a nice carry for Carter, they got a first down at the 15-yard line. We've seen Levi come in for a few plays during the season as Carter, you're running quarterback. You're going to take some hits, but that one ended up the injury to his leg, and it's still kind of helping him over to the bench, so not good for the Randolph Rockets. Cook in as a quarterback. They're going to pitch it out over to Jacob Kyler on the left side, and maybe gets himself to the line of scrimmage on the play right back up to the 15-yard line. That takes away one of the possibilities. I'm not sure if I've ever seen Levi run the ball. He's only been in for a few plays, so normally a guy you bring in, you're not going to have him carry it up the field. And Carter just had that quickness in his feet and that confidence in his running. Now out of the ball game being tended to over in the bench across the field. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Randolph trailing 13 to nothing here. And we get to the few last seconds of the third quarter. To Ben Paul up the middle, and again, they've been very stingy on the yards for Ben Paul in the ball game. That ends the third quarter of action here at Reedsville, and the host Panthers leading this game 13 to nothing. And we'll take a timeout, come back with the fourth quarter here in this Level 3 Division 7 football game. This is Randolph Rocket Football on RP Sports.
Randolph Family Dental understands families. Dr. Ross Werner and his daughters, Dr. Madeline Werner and Dr. Muriel Werner Didman, are there to take care of all of your family's dental needs. They are committed to the highest level of care for their patients. And Randolph Family Dental is currently taking new patients. Call them at 920-326-3191 or visit them at their new facility at 130 Progress Drive in Randolph. Randolph Family Dental is a proud supporter of Randolph sports. Roberts Brothers Painting of Randolph is a proud supporter of Randolph Rockets athletics. Family owned and operated since 1958, the Roberts Brothers have the skills, knowledge, and techniques to get your exterior paint job done right. No matter your painting needs, Roberts Brothers Painting uses the finest materials and equipment to guarantee a professional job that you'll be proud of. For more info, visit robertsbrotherspainting.com or give Hugh or Paul, the Roberts Brothers, a call at 326-5103 or 326-6214 for all of your exterior painting needs.
Hey, if you love golf but not the hassle, join Ace in the Hole Golf Simulator League and play on a virtual course with your own clubs. Compete with other players, improve your skills, and have some fun. Golf League starts at Ace in the Hall coming up in January and goes through March. Golf anytime from Monday morning to Friday at 4. Top 5 teams win prizes in this. Ace in the Hole is also looking at starting a women's golf simulator. Give Jeff a call at 608-516-6067. And here we go, Steve Witterhack with you. Fourth quarter of action. Jeff Sauer also here at Reedsville, and Randolph trailing with their quarterback out now for the Rockets. And a pass play which will bring on a fourth down completed pass, but ball sitting right around the 12-yard line. It'll be a fourth down and 8 now for the Rockets. Again, Carter Meredith being helped off the field, couldn't put any pressure on one of his legs. And you got Levi Cook in as quarterback, and now a big 4th and 8 for the Randolph Rockets with one of your options gone. And Randolph will take a timeout. We'll do the same back after this on RP Sports.
HomeAndAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeAndAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeAndAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Holman family your first stop at HomeAndAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Holman.
Okay, we are back at Reedsville, and again, some bad moments here for the Randolph Rockets, losing your quarterback. Now sitting at a fourth down and 8 on a nice drive. They sitting now down at the 12-yard line, but looking at a fourth down and 8. I want to say hi to our friends down in Florida, Candy and Harley Bawalda. Watching some Randolph football here tonight. We'll see you guys soon. Need to get to some warmer temperatures.
Although we can't complain, it really has been pretty nice up here, right?
I didn't even put my jacket on. I just got my vest on, and big play right now in the ball game for Randolph. Fourth down and 8. Sitting at going back to pass as Cook throws it towards the end zone. It's up in the air and intercepted in the end zone. And the Panthers stop the Randolph drive, and they're going to get it back. It's like an interception by Aiden Sable. Not only can kick the ball, but he can go up and intercept the ball too. It takes it right in the end zone. Tough spot to be put in by the Rockets, trying to go for broke on that one in the end zone, but Sable up to the task and intercepts the ball, and they'll get it back now at their own 20-yard line. First and 10 now for the Panthers with a little over 11 minutes to go in the ball game, leading 13-0 over Randolph. Blackhawk now leading 28-0 in their game against Potosi. And a little pitch out over to Duracek around the right side. An option play. Kind of expect Maney maybe to hang on to it, but get to the big fellow, and he himself a nice gain. Yeah, pick up right around 6 yards on that play for Duracek. Second down and 4. I'll never get on Randy for doing stats anymore. That's a tough job. I'll be anxious to see. He likes to always look and see in the official stats, and he looks it up on the internet the next day. Maney takes it around. He's got himself a first down, knocked out of bounds past the 30-yard line, up to about the 31. And he'll pick up 5 yards on that play. Only his third carry of the second half. First and 10 now for the Panthers. Yeah, Blackhawk taking care of business in the other half of this bracket, leading 28-0. Ball sitting at the 31-yard line. And got Stren going around the left side with it, and he's going to get it up to right around the 35. 4 yards on that. He's been kind of the workhorse here, Jeff, in the second half.
Yeah, I don't blame Reedsville either. Why take a chance for Maney to get hurt, right?
Right.
If they can still continue to hold on to this game, and again, it's 13-0. I mean, the defense has done a really good job against Reedsville here. Unfortunately, Reedsville's defense has done a better job against the Randolph offense.
Yeah, they're just stifling. 2nd down and 6 with the ball at the 35-yard line for the Panthers. Maney's going to take it around, follows his blockers again, gets to the gap, and gets it into Randolph territory. And a touchdown-saving tackle on that play, and it's coming up slowly as Randolph's second quarterback. He's getting up slowly with Levi Cook making the tackle, but he's getting up slow, and has just been brought in the game offensively to take over for Carter Meredith, who's out. So that's Randolph's backup quarterback that just started playing, and he's slow to get up after that tackle.
And you said it was a touchdown-saving tackle there, too, so Cook didn't have a choice but to lay out and maybe got hit in the head or something like that. We'll take a look.
Okay, well, he's still being 10-2 right on the sidelines in front of the Reedsville players on their bench. Down to just under 10 minutes to play in the ball game. What a great season for the Rockets, and Levi's looking pretty good. He's going to have to come out of the game at least for a play, but at least he's jogging off the field. And after being 10-2, and a 1st and 10 for the Panthers. So here we go. Reedsville being set for their next play, having some time to talk about it after that injury delay in the ball game. So Cook will have to sit out at least for a play. And hopefully we see him come back in. He is the current quarterback. We got Maney going around the left side, and he's going to pick up maybe 2 yards on the play. And Fua, that was Ashton. We haven't mentioned his name a lot. I know he's been into some plays, but he takes down Maney on the play for a short gain. So it's 2nd down and about 9 yards to go for the Panthers. And receiver split out to the right. And loaded a little bit more towards the right side for the Panthers. And Maney will hand this off. Going around the right side and getting himself up to the 40-yard line is Adler Stren. And Stren with the carry just inside the 40-yard line. 3rd down and about 5 yards to go, just a little less than 5 yards to go now for the Panthers. Yeah, a bit of a drive. I don't know how far this is from Randolph, but not quite 60 miles, is it, from Waupun, where we came from?
I didn't even pay attention to the mileage.
Yeah, I looked at that last week after we kind of knew who we were going to be playing. 3rd down and 5, and Maney's going to keep it. Goes around right of center, crosses the 35, the 30, and taken down right around the 21-yard line. Or 26-yard line, I should say. Pickup of about 14 yards on the play. Yeah, nice play. Just breaks a few tackles after getting up the field with some blocking, and then turned the Jets on and got himself a nice gain. Sitting now at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Panthers. This clock killing drive that they're going on right now. Started out with that interception into the end zone, 80 for an 80-yard drive here. And Duracek gets it around the left side on his feet, and he is into the, well, is he, got nobody motion for that yet. Looks like he was in the end zone, unless he went out of bounds somewhere along the way.
That's what it
wow,
looks
they
like.
got him down. He must have went out of bounds right around the 8-yard line. So again, get Duracek with a little head of steam, Cam Duracek, and he's got himself a nice carry, a little pitch out to him around the left side. First and goal now for the Panthers. Down at the 9-yard line. It's like Strenner on the right side. He's going to get it down right around the 5-yard line. Picks himself up about 4 yards on the play. Second down and 5 to go now for the Panthers. Clock keeps on ticking. Randolph having a decent game defensively right now, bending a little bit, and got a team that if they can get the ball within the 30-yard or 35-yard field goal attempt, and they put a couple field goals through, and they've got that weapon, and they got that in their arsenal. And working his way, maybe about a 2-yard carry on that one for the Panthers.
Pretty good defensive stand right there for Randolph. It would have been pretty easy to just fold it in, but they're going to continue to keep battling and give themselves still a chance.
Yeah, ball just inside the 4-yard line now. Third down and a goal with 6:05, and they're kind of letting that clock tick down too, and doing what you should do. Yeah, control the ball game, and your defense is playing as good as their defense is playing. And our starting quarterback is out. Maney gets a snap, racing around the left side, pitches it out to Duracek, and some initial hits, and he's going to come up a little short. Nice job as he cuts him over there in the area, and also on the play, Jared Bawalda, also kind of stringing that out just a little bit. They got him down right outside, maybe the 1-yard line.
Good job there by the defense pursuing to the ball.
Yeah, everybody kind of a team tackle on that one, just kind of stringing them out and finally taking them down. So see what they want to do. They are bringing out Aiden Sabo out on the field right now, and that's Mr. Money. But he's not out there to kick a field goal right now. He's out there to run and bring in a play. And the Panthers are going to go for it on 4th down and sitting maybe just a little bit more than a yard out. And, it's into the end zone. Nice attempt there from the Randolph Rockets to keep the player out of the end zone. That was
Adler Stren.
Stren on the carry on that one. And looks like a hesitation from the officials before they actually gave the touchdown. So Randolph gave him some resistance on that one, but he powers it in at the end. 1-yard touchdown run. Big points on the board again for the Panthers, leading now 19-0. And, of course, in to kick the extra point is Aiden Sabo. A little low-line driver, but still through the uprights. Randolph now trailing 20-0 with just under 5 to play here in the ball game. Back with more Rocket football in just a few minutes, or just a few seconds, on RP Sports.
File Supper Club invites you to gather your friends and celebrate Oktoberfest with them every Saturday through November 4th. They lay out a table of all-you-can-eat German comfort food like schnitzel, stuffed cabbage rolls, goulash, potato pancakes, hearty rye rolls, and more. Don't forget File's 15-foot salad bar. Also, be sure to sample their Oktoberfest beverages. Reserve your table ahead of time by calling 920-326-5544. It's an Oktoberfest celebration each Saturday through November 4th at File Supper Club, south of Randolph on Highway 73.
The Randolph Booster Club would like to say congratulations, Randolph, on a great season. They'd like to wish the Rockets best of luck in today's playoff game. Since its inception, the Randolph Booster Club has raised more than $250,000 from organized events and donations from members, all which have made their way back to the community for youth athletics. The Randolph Booster Club. Good luck, Rockets, in your game today.
Okay. Panthers really kind of putting the game away on that. 20-0 now. They lead with under 5 minutes to play in the ball game. Ends up with that 1-yard touchdown run for Stren. Ball taken at the 13-yard line for Kutzma. Kind of races around the right side and still on his feet. And taken down right around the 33 or 34-yard line. Very physical ball game here for the Randolph Rockets, losing their quarterback. And see if Levi Cook is coming back into the game here for Randolph. Like I said, some rough yards for people like Ben Paul. He usually has his way, and they got a flag sitting on the field, so Randolph might get pushed back a little bit.
Targeting.
Yeah. Okay, that's going to bring it back further and make degree of difficulty just a lot more. 4:45 left in the game. Boy, that's bringing it all the way back to the 11-yard line. So that's been a great season covering Randolph football. I'm not sure if this is the 6th or 7th game that we've called for him, but what a great squad. Tom Chase, always very nice to talk to about the football game, very knowledgeable about the game. Going to pitch it around the right side now for the Rockets. And Kutzma on the carry. Takes it out right in the 12 or 13-yard line. I got it with 14. Okay, 14. Yeah, those will just give them the 15. They just have to put it on those big yard markers.
Makes it easier to tell.
Yeah. Yeah. About a 3-yard gain or so on the play makes it a second down and about 6 yards to go now for the Rockets. Yeah, we're almost down to the 4-minute mark. Things are clicking off fast. Cook pitches it out, and it's going to be a loss on the play, a yard or maybe 2 yards. Get it over to Jacob Kyle over there, but he gets taken down immediately. Should a 3rd down and 8 yards to go. Sure where they had the clock stop there for a while, but they had it stopped.
Not sure either.
Yeah, it was supposed to keep on moving if it's not a first down or timeout or an incomplete pass. Under 3:50 to play in the ball game. And Cook looking up the field, kind of reverses direction. In trouble right now, but he's got some room, and he's got himself a first down and more. Crosses the 30-yard line before he's taken down at the 33. Nice job by Levi Cook. Yeah, Cook was in trouble going around that left. He had some Panthers heading that direction. Says, I'm not going this way. Reverses direction, finds some open field, and gets himself a nice carry up to the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rockets. Nice job there by Cook. Ball on the ground, and Randolph's just going to have to jump on it. Kyle thought about picking it up, and when he couldn't get it the first swipe, he thought, I'm just going to jump on it right now. That's going to be a big loss here for the Rockets.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just a little bit out of sync from right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, without Carter Meredith in there, that big play that they just had actually was a mistake. Ben Paul ran into him while he was trying to pass the ball, couldn't get out there to throw, and ended up taking off on the run. So in this one, again, just a mistake there, running into each other.
And here goes Levi around the left side. He's going to keep on fighting. He's got a bunch of guys on him and not going down easy. Not a real big guy at all. But he battled up there, 5'9", 140 pounds, and he gave you all he could handle with that 140 pounds of Levi out there. But I love the fight in him. Takes it up to the 31-yard line. Still 3rd down and 12 yards to go for the Randolph Rockets. See that Columbus and Aquinas having a pretty good game. 13-12, Columbus leading Aquinas in the 3rd quarter of their game. And Blackhawk piling it on Potosi Cassville, now leading them 36-0 in that ball game. Flags flying, just under 2 minutes to play. Again, the winner of this game will be taking on, which will be Reedsville. Reedsville will be taking on the Blackhawk team. as they are up 36-0 in their ball game, and both these games pretty much decided. Under 2 to play for the Randolph Rockets, 1:52 left in their season, and the faithful getting on their feet and cheering on their team. State champions just a couple years ago. They're now finding themselves just a game away from the state tournament. Levi Cook kind of throwing it out there, and that's going to be knocked down. Nice play by
Parker Maney.
Parker Maney. Yeah, he's everywhere. Parker goes up and knocks it down. 1:32 left. It's at a 4th down, and Randolph's going to have to give the ball up here. 4th down and 17 yards to go. See Levi just disgusted on the throw, or a little shaken up at the end of it, but right now Randolph pretty much just gonna go for it, and then Panthers will get it back and just run the clock out after that. Cook's just gonna wing it down the field, and that's gonna be well past, and Maney's gonna end up intercepting the ball over on their side of the field, but that is the end of the ball game, just about with 1:25 left. And a pretty impressive job here by the Panthers. Very impressed from what I saw from them. Both sides of the ball defensively. They are stifling on defense, taking away all the things that Randolph did during the season. They did a great job. And then offensively, very physical team out there. Great blocking. So I know how Maney got all those yards during the season with a great blocking on those, Jeff.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Again, their linemen aren't huge, but they are quick. They get out and they get out there and they hit their blocks. We've been really impressed with Dvorak, too.
Yeah, Dvorak, nice. Yeah, we talked to his dad, so I got to make sure I got it right a few times. You guys are brotherhoods of the farmers, of former farmers. Of them, sure, they probably maybe they're still doing that. And victory formation now for the Panthers again. Going to be a tough put out for anybody, and they're going to be taking on Blackhawk coming up next Friday in the 4th level, which is the game to get to state after that next Friday. So good luck to the Panthers coming up next week, Friday. Yeah, Blackhawk had to play on the road because they were the lower seed in that ball game, but they're 36-0. They're leading in their ball game. Probably all from that Warren team from Illinois that gave them all that little extra. You don't hear that a whole lot when you're kind of co-oping with a team from another state, which they do, from Warren, Illinois. So the clock run down and taking a knee, and again, Randolph's going to end their season here, but you're going to end it in the 3rd level of football playoffs. That's a pretty successful season for the Randolph Rockets that really gelled during the season. I saw so much improvement over them from the first week that we saw them play up until this point, but they got here to the 3rd level, but ran into a buzzsaw against Reedsville here tonight, up at Reedsville, and they're going to drop this game 20-0, but again, a very impressive season for Tom Chase and his Randolph Rockets.
It's been fun following them.
Yeah.
I mean, they've done a great job. And I know you always, the cliche, you should be proud of what you've done, but it still hurts.
Yeah, disappointing showing here for Randolph, but much deserved victory here for the Panthers. Very impressed. And I want to thank our hosts here. They were very hospitable here with a full house, but they set us up nicely and very attentive to anything we needed here, but a great place to call a game from, great venue. And we wish them good luck as they go on. Really do. Wish them good luck in their next game against Blackhawk coming up next Friday. Winner of that game will go on to the state tournament. So congratulations again to the Reedsville Panthers, showing that they've got a good football program going here, winning state a couple years ago and on their way trying to get another state championship this year. And I like what I see out of their team.
Yeah, and we're worried about the offense. You know, they only put up 20 points, which again, that's pretty good. But it's the fact that their defense shut us down. They shut Randolph completely down. Nothing on the scoreboard, and that has not happened all year. There hasn't been a defensive team out there that shut down the Rockets.
So, again, good luck to the seniors that are moving out of the program. For Coach Tom Chase, congratulations to Tom again. Another very successful season. It's a successful season if you make it to the playoffs at all and you get to the third level, makes it a really successful season. So we loved calling the games for these guys and for Coach Chase, and it's been fun talking to those guys throughout the season. Very great interviews from some high school kids that we had after some of those victories, and they fought hard. They really gelled together. I like to see the cohesiveness of their team and battled for each other, had each other's backs, and really nice season here for the Randolph Rockets, ending here again at Reedsville against the Panthers, losing 20-0. I want to thank our sponsors for making these broadcasts possible. You really stand behind your team, so thanks a lot for sponsoring these games and our broadcasts. And we were just glad to do it, Jeff, setting up. They took care of us in Randolph, where we spent most of our time calling their games, and great place to call a game from, and a great venue here at Reedsville to end the season. But I see they're still helping Carter, bringing him down the field, injured in the end of that third quarter, and he still can't put any weight on that ankle. So good luck to Carter. He's got a basketball season coming up, so hopefully it's something that he can get over. He's the point guard on their basketball team and a main cog on that team. So hopefully it's nothing broken or anything, but they are still helping him move around. A lot of hugs going on for the Randolph Rockets on what I consider a very successful season. So, Jeff, that's about it.
Yeah.
Been fun working with you. We're going to take a little break coming up for a few weeks before basketball season. We got a lot of great teams to cover in the area. The Randolph boys and girls are going to be good. Waupun girls are going to be a preseason #1 ranked team in their division. Laconia, again, expected to win state for like the next 3 years or 4 years or so, and looking forward to doing some of their games. Oakfield's got a great program, both boys and girls over there, and we'll see what happens with a new coach over at Waupun.
Yep. And the CWC boys.
The CWC boys, don't count them out. I know they graduated some good guys, but they've got some other guys stepping in that got some good playing time. I can't wait just to see my next alley-oop, Ben Emba dunk, coming up for Central Wisconsin Christian, and we'll see how the girls do over there too. But we've got you covered during the basketball season, and thanks for joining us during the football season. It's been fun covering all the teams we have, especially the Randolph Rockets. And again, thanks to all the sponsors. Thanks for the kids for being great interviews, and Coach Tom Chase for being very available whenever we needed to talk to him and interview him each week. So, Jeff, great working with you again.
Yep.
Randy, you kind of stink. You're down in South Carolina right now and heading on your way to Florida. Hope you get a sunburn by the time I see you next week. But, again, thanks for and all our listeners and viewers out there. Thanks for joining us. Savannah especially was our regular viewer, and she's probably very worried about Carter right now. But thanks to all of the Savannahs and viewers out there, we had up to like 340 or 350 computers logged on. So that was a great following here tonight, and that's kind of dwindling down. But
Radio Plus Sports.
This again on the road, level 3 football. Their season is done. Good luck to the Reedsville Panthers as they'll be taking on Blackhawk coming up in the level 4 football game next week, Friday. And Randolph, again, great season. Have yourself a great weekend. This has been Randolph Rocket Football on RP Sports.